Hello, welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma. This is your Sagittarius and Sagittarius Moon weekly reading for June 19th. And happy Father's Day for those of you out there who are daddies. We appreciate you. We sure do. All right, here we go, Sagittarius. Let's give a quick shuffle. Hello, hello. Okay. Here we go, Sagittarius. Three of Wands, the Devil card, Seven of Swords, Queen of Swords, Four of Wands. Ooh, are you having a hard time, Sag? You got the Three of Wands. That's pressure. Is somebody giving you a hard time or nagging you? You've got the Three of Wands, and if let me finish getting these cards out before I keep talking to you. Okay, so you've got the Three of Wands. This is pressure. This sometimes means criticism. If you notice on this card right here, there's flames in the bottom, and they just feel like a bunch of things, you know, different kinds of criticism. It could be an interview. It could be, you know, when I was in high school, we'd cap on each other. You guys call it roasting nowadays, but sometimes we'd go back and forth with the insults, etc. And sometimes it can feel like that kind of pressure where somebody's coming with, you know, either accusations or, more importantly than accusations. And this may or may not be negative, but anybody asking a question when you're feeling uncomfortable as it is will have you be like, what? But the Three of Wands is our card for investigation or inquiry, or feeling as if someone's watching you. Even if you notice he's got his neck back, or he's like, what are you looking at, right? We have the Devil card, the Seven of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and then the Four of Wands. Now, what's important about the Devil card being naughty words, right? You've got the things that are vexing you or annoying you. It might be bad habits or something that you've done or taken on, or someone around you has. But here's what's true. It's like the F word and how it plays itself out in a sentence. Because the Devil card in and of itself isn't a bad thing. It just tells us whatever bad habits or influences or someone giving you a hard time, right, is about to get easier. Because the very next card is the Seven of Swords. So this release of tension is going to happen. And there might even be something that you're walking away from, because we've got the Queen of Swords, which is a decision maker. And in the back, we've got a dead tree. We walk away from a dead tree. We leave it be. The Four of Wands is a solid foundation. So regardless of all this like weather, it looks like things are going to be fine. You also have the Queen of Wands. So what action is it that you're taking right now? I do see for Sagittarius, there might be some travel or intensity, both of which may or may not have something to do with one another, but the Chariot card references intensity. Intensity of focus, really. The Chariot being two horses going in separate directions and you being in the middle, having to pull them into alignment so you can get where it is that you're going. I can tell you that this next little week for you is going to be kind of busy. You've got the Eight of Wands. So are you feeling as if you need a little bit of a retreat? Are you feeling as if you need some privacy and quiet time? We've got the Hermit card. The Hermit doesn't mean necessarily isolation, but it does mean withdrawal. What is the monk or the monk? I can't think of another word for monk. But what does the high priest do when he goes in his isolation? He doesn't go there to be alone, although it's very priceless, right? There is a moment of learning. What is it we learn in our isolation? Maybe you need to pull back and get a better viewpoint of things that are going on around you right now, because I feel like things are moving way too quickly for you. So a couple things to note. You have some change coming up for you. Quite a bit, actually. You've got the Death card, which is transformation. You've got the Ace of Wands, which is a pivot point. So wands mostly being work, but it also can mean action. So what actions and what steps are you taking right now that is causing you to pivot in your life? You're doing a lot of self-reflection. I can tell you that. You're looking in the mirror. You've got the Temperance card. All I can suggest is, first and foremost, put the hammer down. Don't be so hard on yourself. The world's already pretty brutal and they don't have the inside track. They don't understand what's really going on with you. So Ho'oponopono. Love and forgiveness. What's Ho'oponopono for those of you that ask? I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you for the lesson, and I love you. You start using that practice of saying these things to yourself and you won't stay in the mirror so long. You'll forgive yourself enough to keep moving forward. So what is it that you're doing this self-reflection over? This can be a really good thing because it's the precursor to change. The Temperance card is about the heavens, the angels, the influence of the heavens, and the Godhead principle. We have this mirror and these angels pouring out the things that we need, fire and water there, the two opposing forces giving us the nutrients and fire that we need to live. The Ace of Wands is an action step. So what actions are you taking next? You have the Strength card in play as well. So here's what's important about the Strength card. It almost always, especially in the Rider-Waite tarot deck, they've got a woman like shoving her hand down a lion's throat. I don't particularly like that depiction. I've seen others with a woman like hugging her lion or sitting with her lion. But the Strength card is about taking on your past, taking on your traumas, taking on the big thing, having some courage, but most importantly, doing it with finesse. You can't beat a lion into obedience. You have to use some finesse. So where is the finesse coming in for you in these next steps? Remember grace, and remember that sometimes, you know, one of my work partners and favorite energy healers, Heather Harmony, she says the master goes slow. So it's hard to watch, right? But what's true is finesse often gets the job done much more so than a hammer would do. So use a little finesse in these next steps. You're on the verge of some transformation right now. The Death card is in play. Are you ready for it? Are you prepared to do these shifts? You've got the 10 of coins. So black and white, the next steps for you. But I just have to tell you that your end result card is a beautiful 10 of cups, internal and external balance. You also have the 7 of swords at the top end. There are things getting easier. You've got the Ace of Wands, which talks to you about skill set. Do not doubt yourself in this point. I want to talk, if anybody has seen Halo recently, I'm such a geek. There was a laboratory that traded hands, and it was done to her specifications. And she got to go into this laboratory and play with all of these amazing tools. And what's true is, this references you stepping into the laboratory made just for you, but you can't really have a laboratory unless you know what you're doing. This card is expertise. It's telling you, you know exactly what you're doing and you're smart. So stop playing small. This Ace of Wands is you having every resource available to you to get things done that you need to get done. You just have to start making decisions, okay? And be bold with it. But use that Strength card. Use a little finesse. You so got this, right? So if you have to take that step back, let's go back to the Hermit card, okay? And let's talk about the elephant in the room, though. I'm going to go right back to that Devil card in the beginning. You have the 3 of Wands where you're feeling watched, examined, interrogated, maybe not that hard. It's not that hard of a card, but the 3 of Wands talks about being watched or someone watching you. And then you have the Devil card. All that says is clean up a little bit. If you've got some bad habits that you're getting accused of, you know, drinking too much, gambling a little bit, too much TV, not taking care of your house, not taking care of your weight. The Devil card is the thing that vexes you. It doesn't have to be hard and fast. It could literally be anything. You have, like, lately I've been super addicted to my garden, not getting other things done. And I know that I have to back off of that in order to get these other things done. And so it can be, any good thing can be even negative, right? So if someone else is giving you criticism, well, my favorite quote is, honesty's only brutal if you don't like what you hear. If you don't like what you hear, listen twice. Is it true? If not, dismiss it. If it's true, you have something to work on. If not, make it a wash. But stop putting yourself in front of the mirror and beating yourself up about it. Make action, make movement, make action. I said that all wrong, but you get it. I think the most important thing to see about this, though, is that you are capable. You're fully capable. You have the Ace of Wands. You're fully equipped. And so there shouldn't even be any stress right now, actually, even though you have that little tiny bit of feeling like you're on the hot seat. Remember, this next little phase is going to be easy, and you have a hell of a strong foundation, okay? And you're masterful with this. Even though it may be intense, you so got this. Let's pull some cards from Mystic Dreamer and see what your moon reading is all about, and see what your situation and your emotions are all about. To book your one-on-one, visit me, karmaondeck.com. Lots going on over there. I haven't even put the singing bowls out there yet, but there's the meditation 8-week course. There's the spiritual mentorship that's dialed in. There's the Tarot 101 for those of you that want to take that on. And also, if you just want a reading, reach out. Okay, here we go. Sagittarius. Moon. I don't know if I'm going to do one more reading or not and go to Capricorn, but we'll see. Done 3 for today. Nice for catching up. Here we go, Sagittarius moon. For those of you that don't know your moon, sun, and rising signs, your moon is your situation, your circumstance, and also your emotions. I want you to think of what a moon is. It's all emotions and movement. Here we go, Sagittarius. 4 of Wands. Where are you committed? What is your commitments looking like? 6 of Swords, things getting easier. The Empress, timing, feminine power also. King of Pentacles, Kings of Wands. You got some drama going on. And again, there's that Devil card. We've got the Chariot again for intensity. So are you like obsessing about things right now? I'm really curious if you're worried about some things that are going on in your life. I can tell you that Sagittarius is very much about keeping up appearances right now. Queen of Wands. Making sure that the world sees you in a certain way. I remember I used to be like this when I was LDS. I would wear certain clothing. I would watch my mouth. I would be meek and humble and servitude, right? There were Queen of Wands. So this doesn't necessarily mean the Instagram queen, the Instagram model, or somebody that's the selfie queen, right? This is something about image and how we perceive ourselves and how we want to refine that, okay? I see family legacy. I see repetition, redundancy, and new beginnings. I feel like there's a lot of like esoteric questions that are going on for Sagittarius right now. A little bit of drama too. Even though I'm not seeing the High Priestess in here, I am seeing the Empress. But I have this Page of Cups. So Page is having to do with emotions and love and relationships. So I feel as if Sagittarius is waiting to turn a corner right now when it comes to things. I do have the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles, which says that you feel fairly stable when it comes to that in your leadership. But where's this drama coming from? I do feel as if you're really looking at your commitments differently right now. You've got the 4 of Wands and the 6 of Swords. Right now you want things to be easier. I will also say that the reason why I'm saying esoteric and the reason why I'm saying emotional is because I see this vexation, this intensity, this Ace of Pentacles wanting to turn the corner somewhere. The 8 of Cups, there's something you want to walk away from. You just want to leave it right alone, whatever that looks like. And then you've got the 7 of Pentacles, which is harvest. Like you're ready for things to be, you're ready to pick the fruit from the tree. You're ready to enjoy things. There's so much here. It's kind of hard to narrow it down for you. But I do see that your foundation is key in how you want to see yourself. Like, even though the Queen of Wands is how your physical representation or how you're represented to others, this is more about core values. This is more about how you want to see yourself. Okay? The question you have to ask yourself is repetition and redundancy is part of this game right now, and a little bit of drama. So if you want to shake things up, move. Shift them. Speak to what it is that you want. Sagittarius has a lot of stuff going on right now emotionally. I can't unpack all of it. But enough to say that there's conflict in your head, but not the hard kind. Not the hard kind where something's required of you of it. But I see you tossing things back and forth. Let's pull a card for you from Divination of the Ancients and see what your card is for this week. Please hang out and subscribe to my YouTube so you don't miss anything. You can look up your videos per topic there and they'll pop up and give you a notification. I don't know if I'll be able to get to Instagram and Facebook as regularly because I'm having a hard time with my program. So if you want to catch the videos, go to my YouTube, Karma on Deck. Here we go. Sagittarius, your focus is this week. Ooh, Seeker. You know, dowsing rods. Are you using the right material? Are you using the right tools to get answers? That's a good question. Are you a seeker right now? And what is it you're looking for? You got to know what you're looking for to find the answer, because you can go down many, many roads. Well, all that wander are not lost. Hopefully that gave you a little clarity and not more confusion. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'll catch you on the flip side. See you next time with Capricorn. Love and light. Adonai.